Hello, it's me, LH Music. Welcome to my political life video blog. I just want to let all of you know that this Wednesday, oh boy, is a sad tragedy for Deacon Mary Forsyth. And I know Kirk for years, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta sing at Resurrection 33 Belvedere this Wednesday. It starts at funeral starts at 10 o'clock. So I gotta let Jeff and Julia and the rest of my Veterans Hospitals staff knows, and so is I gotta let my dad know. Probably this Monday or probably tomorrow or whatever it is, Monday or Tuesday, whatever it is. So trust me about that. Don't worry, we're gonna cross our fingers to get inside this monstrosities of my political life blog on a Tuesday and on a Wednesday. So, cross your fingers. It should be good. You know what I'm saying. Or should we say a political life video blog on a Wednesday? So, we know, keep it civilized. But anyways, I got to get inside these two things that you all know by now over the weekend. Because as I said, you know I'm talking about these two things, you know what I'm saying. First, Kavanaugh, controversial. So what if I told you that Christine Blasey Ford is going to be testifying for the hearing probably this Wednesday or Thursday. And you know, this is what happens. You cannot be civilized about this one because Jacob Tapper interviews Mazie Hirono. She's a stupid Democrat from Hawaii, and just remember that that's what I just posted on. You guessed it, on my Thursday Night News Livewire website, and as I said last Thursday, so I will do this again this Thursday with the top story and my opinion. Trust me about that. This Thursday from Thursday Night News Livewire .weebly.com, and so is I'll be here this Thursday as well on the Blaze Television Network. So I want you to listen to the silly case of this whole situation of Democratic Senator you guessed it Mazie Hirono. And she's on the State of the Union address. State of the Union only on CNN with Jacob Tapper. Just listen to this. It'll blow your mind.
Or described have denied knowledge of the incident. Brett Kavanaugh, obviously, Mark Judge, who she says was in the room, P.J. Smith, and even Ford's longtime friend Leland Kaiser. So there hasn't been a law enforcement investigation, but there are these statements from the four people she remembers being there who don't remember the incident or don't even remember being at the party in question, according to her friend Leland Kaiser, who says she believes her,
Yes.
but doesn't have any memory of it.
Yes.
Doesn't Kavanaugh have the same presumption of innocence as anyone else in America?
Stop. Before she answered the question, here's the thing for everything else keeping civilized about you know who, Mazie. That's why she doesn't even believe it. Doesn't believe that the Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh is innocent of the sexual misconduct allegations against, yes, him. And so this is what happens with Jacob Tapper. Yeah, CNN, the liberals' own State of the Union this Sunday morning. And this is what happens to everybody else keeping civilized about attempted rape, because she disagrees with that. How can everybody disagrees with this? Well, guess what? Guess what? Everybody knows. Can be civilized about this whole investigation. for any kind of reasons. Listen, now, I want you to listen to this very carefully. Listen to this and tell me what you think. So, and I'll analyze this. Okay? So, here it is.
I put his denial in the context of everything that I know about him in terms of how he approaches his cases. As I said, his credibility is already very questionable in my mind and in the minds of my fellow Judiciary Committee members, the Democrats. So he comes and, when I say that he's very outcome-driven, he has an ideological agenda.
Come on.
And I can sit here and talk to you about some of the cases that exemplifies his, in my view, inability to be fair in the cases that come before him. This is a person that is going to be sitting on our Supreme Court making decisions that will impact women's reproductive choice. He very much is against women's reproductive choice. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you two very important cases in which he applied the same standard but came to totally different results to make it much harder for women to get this kind of coverage. So there are so many indications of his own lack of credibility.
It sounds to me like you're saying
stop. Let me put this in right for you, Maisie. You said that everything else about you know who, you know what that means, that Kavanaugh is going to be sitting on the Supreme Court making huge decisions. So what? And you want to talk about the impact of women's reproductive choice? No, you're wrong. Everybody knows you can't be civilized about you put Kavanaugh's denial. That is not right. You cannot do that. And everything that you know about the terms. That's why Kavanaugh knows the cases. Kavanaugh knows to tell the truth, and he's innocent. He knows how to tell the truth. And he doesn't tell a lie. For that reason. And you called an ideological agenda about, and you tell those, you and your stupid Democrats to tell the Republicans to shut up and shut up. That is not going to end this way. But when Jacob Tapper just following up asking her a stupid question, if she actually does, she actually just said that she doesn't even believe that Kavanaugh's denials. She doesn't believe it. Oh, no. Oh, why not? Because everybody knows that his views. And you might think it's so smart to try to underscore this. Oh, boy. This. Next.
You don't trust him on policy, and because you don't believe him when he says, for instance, that he does not have an opinion on Roe v. Wade, you don't believe him about this allegation about what happened at this party in 1982. Is that fair?
Well, this is why it is so important that there be at least an investigation so that there's some effort and collaboration. We think that there was a lot of drinking going on. As far as
a lot of drinking going on, oh Lord.
Not even testify, that is astounding to me. He was right there in that room. He refuses to testify.
Well, he says he doesn't.
Not anymore, you don't. You take this the wrong way, Maisie. You take this the wrong way. And you might think it's so smart about you try to, everybody knows about their own guilt, that the editorial of you know who Wall Street Journal says that everybody knows could be the guilt on Kavanaugh. And this could be worse. And this is so dumb about this. Because all the multiple reports, according to FoxNews.com, that the FBI will not launch a criminal investigation about this one. And Christina Ford, she better tell the darn truth that she just made that stupid thing up. Christina, hope you listening, because you gotta tell to the us conservatives and Republicans right in your face about this one? You're so dumb. Like I said, to be continued. Like I said, I'll be analyzing this, but I'll be back Tuesday on my radio show on the Blaze Radio Network. And so is Thursday Night News Live Wire, as far as we're concerned, on television, on the Blaze Television Network this Thursday. This is going to be ridiculous. And this is going to be dumb. I cannot even imagine this at all. Now, here's the bottom line about this one. And I don't believe the whole idea is just ridiculous about this one. And it's all about, you guessed it, Rod Rosenstein. Because everything else over the weekend. Because Trump tries to imply politely that he's gonna shout out to the rooftops that Rod Rosenstein needs to be fired. Catch this over the weekend from theblaze.com. It says President Trump has to implied that without about firing Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, because last Friday's rally, he said it right all along. Because the report of this one from the DOJ is just planned to betray him. You get it. You get this. You try to betray him at a time like this. And you know what's finding interesting? This will answer your darn question. This is from the New York Times. Look at him. A worm. A buffoon. Rod Rosenstein. This is a report. And also a report last Friday that Rosenstein has said that he is willing to wiretap the president because you know why? In an effort of force to try to put some implementation of the 25th Amendment operating to oust of the Oval Office. And that's why Trump tried to reference that the rally audience, that he is going to, that's right, Trump's going to get rid of Rosenstein. Yeah, you, Rod Rosenstein, you're dumb. For some reason, because everybody knows that means Trump added this, but there's a lingering stench that we as conservatives and the Republicans can get rid of you, Mr. Rosenstein. And for that, the 25th Amendment allows us to process to remove a president is not unable to continuing to fulfill the demands of the office, and it must be kicked off by the vice president. And the process has never been used in the history of the United States. So there you have it. And Trump says, according to Fox News,
we have great people in the Department of Justice. We have great people. These are people, I really believe, you take a poll, I got to be at 95%. But you had some real bad ones. You've seen what's happened at the FBI. They're all gone. But there's a lingering stench, and we're going to get rid of that too.
You see? I told you
so.
We
have great people in the Department.
See? I told you. President Trump is right. Everybody knows that great people who knows the tools that everybody needs. Because There's no way in hell because I hate that. Yeah, I know. So that is why it happens. Do you see Rod Rosenstein? You have been told too many times. So that's why the 25th Amendment allows that everybody knows they cannot get rid of Trump like that. Or the vice president like this. Or the whatever it is. Could you see the moral of my political life video blog story is this? The Kavanaugh controversials could be going on this Thursday. But what about Rod Rosenstein? Rod Rosenstein needs to be punished. Go to your room. Well, imagine if you have a tale of two cities. Or whatever happens. Thank you, Charles Dickens. Well, who knows, keep civilized. But anyways, that's my political life video blog story, and I'm sticking to it. And like I said, I'll do this week on my political life blog, this Tuesday, probably this Wednesday for our video blog, whatever it is. And so is, you guessed it, my top story and my opinion from Thursday Night News Livewire, only on the Blaze Television Network, and so is Thursday Night News Livewire.weebly.com. Dismissed.